Hello there, we're getting to learn about system of equations and how to solve it. I'm going to teach you how to do it using substitution method. That is my favorite method. It doesn't always work. Well, it always works. Sometimes it just gets too complicated. But it's my favorite method and I'll teach you how to do this. Let's go. Here I have x plus y equals 19 and x minus y equals 5. So you need to find the values for x and y that will make both of these equations to be true. You can guess it, you can just try to plug in the numbers, but that is not a mathematical way. Math, again, is not about guessing. Here's how we are going to do this. We're going to draw like a curvy arrow, array, how's it called? Brackets, curly brackets, and we're gonna draw curly brackets to show that it's a system of equations. And then I'm going to show like a little arrow that we keep solving these two equations. Here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to decide what am I going to solve for first. Do I want to solve for x or do I want to solve for y? So in that case, I will need to express x in terms of y or y in terms of x. Here, because I see x, I'm just going to express x in terms of y. I'll show you what it means. That will be x equals to, so I'm going to solve for first equation. I'm going to leave x by itself. To do that, I'm going to get rid of y. To get rid of y, I'm going to subtract y from the both sides. And that will leave me with 19 minus y. Now that I have this x, I am going to take it and replace it. So the value that I have here, 19 minus y, I will replace that x with 19 minus y. Again, where did this 19 minus y came from? We solved for x in the first equation. You can do that in the second equation, or you can solve for y. For me, it was easier to solve for x. So I said x actually equals to 19 minus y. And now that I know that the value of x, basically the value, that is 19 minus y. So I'm going to replace every x with 19 minus y. Here was x, now it is 19 minus y. Now I'm going to combine like terms. I have 19 minus y, that is minus 2y. First one stays the same, nothing changes. I'm only working with the second equation because the first one, nothing changes. Okay, 19 minus 2y equals 5. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add 2y to both sides and subtract 5 from both sides. 19 minus 5 is 14 equals to 2y. What is y equal to? Y equals to 7. And now that I have the 7, I can plug it back in. I can plug it either into the first equation or the second equation, like x minus y equals 5, and instead of y, I'm plugging in 7. X equals 19 minus y, and y is 7, so 19 minus 7 is going to be 12. And now I can verify by plugging back these numbers and see if the statements are true. 12 plus 7 is 19. Okay, first one is true. 12 minus 7 is 5. That is also true. Therefore, we solved our system of equation, and the solution is y equals 7 and x equals 12. This is how you solve system of equations by substitution. It may take just some time because first you need to solve for either x or y. Then you're substituting, combining like terms, and then substituting back. Let's practice more. In this example, I have y equals 8 minus x, and 4x minus 3y equals negative 3. Here's what I'm going to do. Since we already have y expressed in terms of x, I'm just going to substitute. So everywhere where you see y here is going to be substituted with 8 minus x. And again, I am replacing y, you see, y with 8 minus x. And now look, my entire equation now is in terms of x, and that is pretty simple to solve. You just have to distribute, combine like terms, solve for x. Let's do this. Again, what did I do? I replaced y with 8 minus x. I distributed. Now I can combine like terms. I have 4x plus 3x, that is 7x. Oh, and I'm just going to add 24 to both sides. Look, I have 7x equals 21. What does 1x equal to? 21 divided by 7. So x equals to 3. What am I going to do now? I'm going to take this 3, replace it. 8 minus 3 equals y. 8 minus 3 is 5. So my y equals to 5. Let's just substitute it back to check if we got the right answer. 5 equals 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. First one is true. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 minus 3 times 5 is 15. 12 minus 15 is negative 3. And it is negative 3. Therefore, we found the correct solutions for the system of equations. Let's just do the final example. I have 4x minus y equals 7. And then I have 5x minus 8 equals 2. You probably cannot see me. I have to decide, do I want to solve for x or do I want to solve for y? I want to solve for y because I do not have any coefficient in front of y. So I'm just going to add y to both sides and subtract 7. Okay, so I solved y in terms of x. So y equals 4x minus 7. Now, everywhere where I see y, I will replace it with 4x minus 7. Okay, and now instead of 5x minus 8y equals 2, I have 5x minus 8 open parentheses, 4x minus 7 equals to 2. What am I going to do? I'm going to distribute. Okay, what about now? I'm going to combine like terms and I'm going to subtract 56 from both sides. 5 minus 32, 32 minus 2, and minus 3, negative 27. And 2 minus 56, negative 54. Negative 27x equals to negative 54. What does x equal to? That is 2 because negative divided by negative becomes positive. Okay, now when I plug in 2 instead of x, I have 2 times 4, 8, 8 minus 7. Is 1. Okay, and let's just verify. I'm going to plug in 2 instead of x and 1 instead of y. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. Yes, that one is true. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 minus 8 times 1 is 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. And here is 2. So we solved our system of equation correctly. So this is one way how you can solve system of equations. In our next video, we're going to learn how to solve system of equation by adding. Addition is honestly more practical because when you have more than 2 terms, when you have x, y, z, a, b, c, anything else, then that gets just a little bit more complicated when you use substitution. But I prefer substitution. It just makes a little bit more sense to me. Anyways, if you have any questions, you're gonna let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.